I'm doing well. How are things in New Orleans?
Well, doing very well, Coach. Thank you for joining us today. As a reminder, members of the media, *1 to get in the queue to ask questions. Coach, while we're waiting for that, would you mind starting us off with a opening statement?
Yeah, we're coming into the home stretch here, and we're coming off probably with our most complete game of the year on Saturday versus Texas State. We jumped out early in that contest, and proud of our guys for taking care of business. That was a senior day for 21 seniors who really changed the culture and the perception of this program. We jumped out and offensively established the ball throwing. Thought Brandon Silvers was really sharp, played really well, and then we made some plays down the field in the passing game. I think that's the best our receivers have played all year as well. Defensively, really probably in the first half played as good as we've played all year, and then we were in special teams. We were solid. So complete game. We were able to play a lot of people. I think everybody we dressed out played, which is a positive. Those guys deserve to play, and now we're moving on to Arkansas State.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Brooks Gubana with the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So I was just working from, with this being, one of the last year for this conference championship, just, what's kind of your thought going into this game, just it being that way, being the regular season way?
Well, it's a conference championship game for us in Arkansas State. Now, it's a different scenario because if App State wins, then there'll be a co-conference champion. But that's why we're approaching it. We're approaching it as a conference championship game, not something we'll talk to our team about a whole lot, just because we've got a motto that we go 1-0, but our kids know what's at stake.
And with this season, you guys had the win over LSU. You've had the loss to South Alabama. I mean, last year, you guys came into this game and it ended up being pretty lopsided. Taking that experience and some of the ups and downs this year, how do you handle this one?
Well, last year on Saturday we played the Saturday before Arch State. We played App State, and we had a win, very emotional win on Saturday evening. Turned around and played Arch State on Thursday in an ESPN game, and they beat us handily. They beat us in every phase. We played poorly. Only game in the last 2 years where we were soundly defeated, and they just got after us. So a lot of credit to them. We kind of limped home last year. We lost 2 of our last 3, and we had a bunch of injuries. And after that App State game, we had a bunch of guys that were out, and we just didn't play very well. And down the stretch, this year it's different. I think we were in the midst of a streak last year where we played a number of games in a row. This year's different. We're almost completely healthy coming into the game. I feel like this year, opposed to last year, we were getting better. We're coming off what I consider is probably our most complete half of the year in the first half against Texas State. But Arkansas State's the best team we've played in the league as well. So we'll have our hands full. I think that Blake does a tremendous job there. If you look at what they've done offensively, I think they're one of the top 10 or 15 offenses in the country, and the quarterback is having a tremendous year. They've got a lot of speed at the receiver position. The running back, he had a really good game. Juan, I think he had a really good game against us last year. And then defensively, they've got the best front. If you look at D lineman and their Mike linebacker, that's in our league.
And thank you. This is the last question. It's a broad one. It may not even apply to this year, maybe more in the future. But both you and Blake have, with all the coaching vacancies that are out there, and just your professional futures that seem to be there. Just how do you think this game between you guys can affect your professional futures?
I don't know if it has. I don't think it really has any impact on our futures. Really, I think when people are evaluating he or I think they're looking at the complete body of work. Probably going back to when we both were coordinators. So I don't think that this game will determine that. He's probably like me. He's trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to travel, make the long trip over to Arkansas. and then how we're going to move the ball versus that defense. On the flip side, he's probably trying to figure out how he's going to move the ball versus our defense. So, but to answer your question, I don't know if this game from a career standpoint has that effect. For me, this game is an opportunity for us to win a conference championship, because we've done a lot of great things over the last 2 years, but we failed in our final game of the season last year to win a championship. We had that same opportunity. So with all our success we've experienced over the 2 years, I would like for our kids in our program to be able to experience a championship.